me. We need a drum roll for my next introduction. Can we, do you have one handy? I'm about to introduce you to my new college intern, Kathleen Baciana. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Nigro.
Oh, she calls me Miss Nigro. Kathleen, you can just call me Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. She's the sweetest, nicest, smartest college girl, and she just happens to have a disability that's not getting in her way, but Kathleen is blind. So she aspires to be a radio and podcast talk show host, and her first attempt at her hosting a talk show is up on YouTube on BTGS Radio on Station Head. And I'm like, okay, Kathleen, what is BTGS Radio? She said, Blind Techie Geek Speaks. And to me, as soon as I saw her first shot, I said, my kind of girl, risk it or regret it. You got to try everything. And Kathleen is also a beta tester for Apple. And she tests pre-release software to see if there are bugs or issues before software debuts. And today is her debut on my show because I like to teach in real time. And she's going to teach us too. I've asked her to contribute each week on Trending Tuesday a report, a lifestyle report on the trending technologies. And she's a geek. That's what she loves, reading about, thinking about, learning about. Technology that's trending, that's enhancing the lives of those with disabilities. So I am very happy to have you in my world, Kathleen.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So I listened to your first talk show, and you're going to get a little peppier, okay? I want you to be a little peppier when you talk on the radio and do podcasts, because energy attracts other energy. Do you feel my energy?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you just said that with energy. You already got it. Okay, Kathleen. Now, tell us a little bit more, what you can share, about what you do with Apple as a beta tester. I know you have signed NDAs and you can't say much, but say a little bit about what you do for them.
Okay, so what I do for Apple, I test pre-release software before it's out in the public. And I want to make sure all the bugs are out of it. So the software's untested, and I have to check everything, like what new features are in it. Like, for example, in iOS 17, there was a feature called Personal Voice that was released.
Voice?
Yes, there was a feature called Personal Voice that was released back with iOS 17. And now with iOS 18, there's a twist. This feature is now integrated with voiceover and spoken content.
Really?
Yes. Mainly, Personal Voice is designed for people that are at risk of losing their ability to speak. For example, Stephen Hawking was diagnosed with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease.
Correct.
But now, he had to use a synthesized voice from a computer program. But if this feature was released in his time, he could have created a voice that sounds like him with 15 minutes of training, and you have to read 150 phrases to complete the process.
Fascinating.
And it takes about one night for everything to process, all the voice recordings that you made.
Wow, that is really interesting. It's amazing how technology is able now to do things to help people who are challenged in various ways to be able to function at a higher level. May I ask you a question? As a person who cannot see, what is your computer? Is it in Braille? How do you do what you do?
I use a Braille computer, and I use an iPhone, iPad, and other devices with VoiceOver.
Yes, you and I text, and I know you can't see my text, but how do you... they're read out loud to you, is that what you're saying?
It's read out loud through the VoiceOver screen reader.
Awesome. I have a story that you can go research for me, and it happens to be somebody who's a friend of my son-in-law who invented for the hearing impaired market, those who are deaf, a way for people to have phone conversations, by some third-party app that's included that somehow is able to get that message across and help communicate. I don't know how they do it, but I want you to do a story on it. So I'm going to give you that as a task. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. So this is very exciting having you in my life. I feel like I want to do more with my platform to help people who can do a little less or have a harder time of doing things because of some challenge that they had to live around. So I welcome you. Tell everybody what the college thing is you're doing. You're my intern. So what college are you aligned with?
I go to Manhattanville University.
Good girl. And your resume was very impressive.
Thank you so much.
Yes, very impressive. And I really said, I threw my hands up and said, I don't know how this girl does everything. Just amazing. What do you love learning the most? Like, what are you hoping to do with I know you want to be a talk show host or a podcast host. Are you studying the courses that will get you there? Like, what is your major?
My major is communications and media.
Well, then
I'm also a minor in philosophy as well.
Oh, minor in philosophy. You'll get a kick out of this. I remember from when I was in college, Kathleen, I took a philosophy class, and I must not have done all my reading properly and my homework when the test was given. And I think it was something about Plato. Who said, I think they're Socrates? Was it Plato? Was it Descartes? Who was? Anyway, because I didn't know the answer, I wrote, I thought, therefore I put. I didn't do very well in that test, Kathleen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm kidding. I'm making a joke. Oh, you have to get to know that I have a terrific sense of humor. Do you?
I do.
Okay. It's important. I think people pay more attention to information that's important when they are, have some sort of humor around it. Like, there was a commercial on TV last night. I got a kick out of it. It's about technology, as a matter of fact. It was a woman on a bad date. And I should remember the car company, but Bobby probably will help me because he's a car guy. But, all right. So she's on a bad date. Like you can tell it was a first date, That,
I love the script for what he had to say.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
him appear as a bad dude.
Yeah, he was a bad dude. He said, what did he say?
Oh, he wouldn't stop talking about himself.
Yeah, he talked about himself.
Said he
No, he told her she goes, I didn't expect you to be this short.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to be this short. And by the way, I forgot my credit card. I guess you're paying Sugar Mama. So while she's talking to him, Kathleen, she takes out her car fob, and you see her car actually back up, like automatically in front of the glass windows of the restaurant. And she excused herself for a second, got in the car, and took off from the date. But I'm like, did that car just back up and drive by itself? Unbelievable, right? Anyway, technology fascinates me. When did you know you were a geek, by the way, that you love technology so much?
I started getting into technology when I was in 8th grade.
When did you know you were a geek?
I started getting into technology when I was in 8th grade.
Wait, I'm losing you. I can't hear you clearly. You have to come back closer to wherever we were doing this.
Oh, sorry. I started getting into technology in 2015 when I was 14.
14? How long have you not had sight?
I've been blind all my life.
You're cutting out.
Are you there? Are you there? Oh, I think I lost her.
Speech on to ABC.
11:48 message button. Greenwich Connect mobile video mobile phone call phone back button.
We're already on, Kathleen. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay. So, Kathleen.
Yes.
You're terrific. Your first day on the radio was spectacular. I encourage you to keep researching and finding the stories to bring to me on Trending Tuesdays when you'll have your segment that's going to be sought after. People are going to be interested in hearing more from you on all the technologies that are out there that are helping those with disabilities kind of operate better and feel happier and, do more. It's great in enriching their lives. Kathleen Mashian, my new intern, you have a great day.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It was awesome.
Okay, that's good energy. Very good. girlfriend. See you next week.
I'll see you next week, Miss Nigro.
Okay. Okay, Miss Nigro. At least you didn't call me ma'am. That's why I love her. But people who call me ma'am, I go, you're not getting as big a tip as you would because you said miss. My goodness. All right, back in, Bobby's got a story coming up that you don't want to miss about the nude car show. What the heck?
For years now, people